It's a Golden Age comic book here. Mysteries, Weird and Strange, number 4. It's a cool cover. Cool cover artwork there. Headlight shot. Headlight cover. The best love storybooks. Best love stories of the Bible. Okay, I'll skip that one. 1953. Circle of Death. This is a pretty cool story here. This woman is a surgeon at a medical school. She's teaching these kids how to dissect the body. And they reveal that she has a husband who was crippled after their honeymoon. And she hates him because he's an invalid. She doesn't want to live her life with a cripple. She's kind of an evil woman. So she decides she wants to kill him and get his money. Because he's got money. Apparently, having a job as a doctor is not enough money for her. And she decides to kill him with a hot poker here. And he says, I'm going to expose you. I'm going to let everybody know what you did. And she kills him. And she takes him to the university. Throws his body down. She's going to have his body be dissected by her students to get rid of the body. So they're slowly dissecting her husband's body here. Dead husband's body. Then they call her back. They found her husband's wedding ring, so they suspect foul play. They're going to call the police. So she has to run away. And she's running away. The police are coming. And she slips going down. She's going to hide among the corpses. The police don't know what happened to her. She falls down in a vat awaiting dissection. That's the end of the story. I guess they're trying to imply that she's going to be dissected next. It doesn't really make sense though, because they would see her face and know who she is. Oh well. Ghost on the Gallows. This guy has a business partner. They're both failing business. So he decides to hang his partner and take whatever money they have left in the safe and try to make it look like a suicide. You're hanging him right here. And he takes the money, what's left, the jewels. And he gets away with murder here. The cops clear him. And then it says his uncle died and leaves him some home in Arkansas. So he heads down to Arkansas. He was from New York City. And then this old man's telling him, this place is haunted. Don't go in there. And it's a creepy old house. There's rats there. And he starts reading the family history. One of his great relatives was a hangman. The house is built on the site of an old gallows. He starts having nightmares. The ghost comes to warn him that the ghost from all the dead bodies are going to come up and hang him. You start seeing these shadows on the wall, people being hung. Then he falls down into the basement. It's like another world. I guess it's supposed to be sort of a dream. And he sees this body that's about to get hung. He starts getting into it. Like he wants to help out, so he pushes the cart away there. And then they unmask the guy, and it's himself, like he hung himself. And then all the demons come after him, or whatever they are, dead victim ghosts. He jumps up back towards the ceiling and he wakes up like it was all a dream. So he thinks it was just a nightmare. Then he has a mark of a rope around his neck. In the mirror he sees. And he decides to leave, but then a warning comes over the radio that a storm's coming their way, like a tornado. Cyclone. Meanwhile, the cops are coming to arrest him. They found his fingerprints on the rope where he killed his partner. And the tornado wipes the cops out, kills them. I guess the ghost wanted to kill this guy. They didn't want the cops to get him. Then the house starts to collapse from the storm. So he goes down into the cellar. And like a piece of electrical wire wraps around his neck. And only 3 pieces of the house are left standing like a gallows, and he's hung. That's it. There's a little story here about some woman who turns her people that wanted her for her money, that turns them into little dolls, shrinks them down. Written story. Eerie bargain. This story here, this guy's like the town idiot, the guy with the blonde hair. Nobody likes him. When he's a kid, everybody threw stuff at him. He says he's going to get revenge one day. When he grows older, he's like a bum. Nobody likes him. They leave food out for him to eat and tell him to get the hell away from the property. He's eating the food somebody left out for him. Then one of the neighbors comes out with a gun, chases him away. And he gets a job working as a night watchman at a cemetery. Then he gets the creep idea. He wants to be friends with the dead people. The ghosts or whatever. For some reason, the ghosts are locked into this mausoleum. They can only come out when Elmer opens the door. So he starts getting the ghosts to kill for him. If he lets him out, then they'll have to kill people for him because he wants revenge on all the people that were mean to him. So here's one of the first victims. And they find him. The townspeople find him dead. And he keeps ordering the ghosts to kill other people. Then after a while, the ghosts kind of get tired of being bossed around. They want to go do stuff on their own. He wants them to kill some innocent girl. They refuse to do it. Apparently, these ghosts have a conscience. They won't kill anybody who's innocent, whatever that means. Virginal? I don't know. So they decide to kill this guy, the idiot. And once they kill him, he's like back to his old self again. He's the outsider. Even when he's dead, the other ghosts want nothing to do with him. So that's the story. The next one is Isle of Mad Revenge. This guy had 3 ex-wives, and he all invites them to his island to come get their inheritance. Here's the 3 ex-wives. Then they show up, waiting. He lives on an island. It's got a remote control boat that takes him back to the island. Starts to rain. They get into the house, there's no lights on, they start freaking out. Make a fire. Oh, there's a fire already going. They decide that one of the girls decides to go get candles in the kitchen here. And she sees a shadow. It's her husband's like kills her. And the other girls come running in to see what happened. Apparently her head was supposed to be cut off, but in this picture it doesn't look like her head's cut off. But from the dialogue, they claim her head was cut off. They try to make a phone call. Phone's dead. Try to go back to the boat, but the boat is going away by remote control. They get scared because of the wind on the island makes a creepy sound like laughter. I call it Banshee Island. And then they decide to go up into the room upstairs and lock themselves in. One girl goes to sleep while the other one's watching. Look out, there's a rock like a skull face. One lady falls asleep. The husband comes in and kills the other girl here. And she finally goes to wake the other girl up for it's her turn to watch. She finds out she's dead. And this one's the same way. They claim her head, it's just her head by the pillow. For some reason, this comic book, they don't want to show a decapitated head. They just show a head, but you're supposed to, then they tell you it's decapitated. Then the girl decides she's going to swim for shore, even though it's 20 miles in rough sea. She finds another dead body on the beach, decides to see who it is. Finds out it's her dead husband. And he, I guess, kills her. But then in the story, they reveal on the mainland, they find the guy's body. The husband had been dead for a week in the water. So I guess this is supposed to be a ghost. But he looks solid to me. That part didn't really make sense, but oh well. Here's another one of those funny skinny guy needs to work out to get the girlfriend ads. And they got a Christmas glow-in-the-dark Christmas tree decorations, only $1. That's it. Who knows, these things are probably antiques now. Mysteries, weird and strange. That's a nice cover though. This is 1953. Cool.